I've seen people talk about this like on the internet before, and I feel like autistic people, we're the only people that pay attention to the world of neurodivergence. People who aren't a part of the neurodivergent group of humanity, I feel like they don't make an effort to educate themselves on neurodivergent people. But as somebody that's autistic, I realize that neurotypical people actually severely dislike us in ways that they don't even process or ways that they don't even know. Like, I see people say all the time, like, if you can't keep a friend, then you must be the problem. And for the longest, I felt like I was a problem until I realized, like, you're actually not a problem. You just have autism, and the way that your brain works and the way that your nervous system works is not the way that most people's brains and most people's nervous systems work. So, I felt shame for the way that I lived. I felt, and I don't even be understanding how the fuck people be thinking that when I talk about this is just something that I just be making up. Like, it literally brings tears to my fucking eyes when I think about all of the shit that I went through throughout my fucking childhood, throughout middle school, throughout high school. All of the shit and all of the challenges that I went through was literally just because I was fucking autistic and I didn't know it. And all of the ways that people described me was just them describing my autistic traits. All of the things that people disliked me for were all my symptoms of autism. I just was never, unfortunately, in the care or in the guardianship of somebody that was educated enough to be able to see that I was autistic. Everybody just was like, oh, you got anger problems. My dad was like, you're an empath. My mom was like, you're too sensitive. And to everybody else, I was just the outgoing girl with a big attitude and a big personality that was really smart and really creative. But I didn't fit in with nobody. I had a group of friends, and then they outcasted me for no reason. And then after that, it just was like, I had one friend throughout the rest of high school. But in general, when I got older, things started to go downhill because I realized in the real world, your success is like 90% based off of how much people like you. And as an autistic person, people don't like me. They're never going to like me. I'm never ever going to be the person that walks in the room and everybody embraces me because I'm not a regular person. Like, my sister is that person. She has a bunch of friends. Everybody likes her. She's not a controversial person. She speaks her mind. She probably has some controversial point of views, but her existence is not controversial. My entire existence is controversial. My entire existence has always been controversial. For my entire life, people told me the way that I live is wrong. The way that you wake up in the morning and breathe is wrong. The way that you walk down the street is wrong. And people don't understand how that feels. People don't understand how that shit feels, bro. Like, y'all just don't. Y'all never gonna understand.